Good morning. Good morning. Let's see if I can do a presenter voice the whole time. I'm gonna be irritated at myself next time because of it. Let's see. This morning I started by I took a log of it. I started by writing down my dreams. Presenter voice. This sounds ridiculous. I wonder if I could do it halfway to presenter. Just present with my voice rather than putting on the character I've developed over the years. So So, I am saying so far too often. That is for certain. This morning I started by writing down my log, making my bed. Then I went to church. I did not have time. I got up late. I have not slept well the last 2 nights. Only 9 hours of sleep, which is insufficient for me, and I have felt it less productive. After church, I came back here. I worked out and I had a shower. I've been on Discord a little bit this morning. So far, it is relatively productive considering how tired I am. Usually, need more sleep to be comfortably this productive. So it could be a little bit of habit building, hopefully. Last time I was talking about the value of sleep in gaming and taking care of your needs. I have had tea this morning. I am hydrated. I'm Hunger is one of those ones where I find it does not affect my productivity once I am pat into ketosis, although being hungry up to that point does affect it. I am getting close. Today is a 14-minute stream, so my plan is for this and the next couple of streams to start discussing my plan for when I separate the streams into a 10-minute and a 5-minute separate habits. The I have 3 video ideas I want to produce. It's been a while. Let's see if I remember without looking at my notes. One of them was the structure of society with regards to hierarchies and the modern technological impacts on that we will be witnessing play out within the evolution of our species. Another is the religious structures and where they fit into societies and how they evolve, the levels of complexity of those religious structures, and the instincts that have evolved alongside them. As chaos grows, you have more primitive instincts seem to display themselves in your persona. In the public eye, there are more of these primitive instincts. So, so again, I am saying so far too often. If I remember to comment on that, maybe my mind will figure it out. Let's see. I am doing. I'm sliding further and further into the extreme presenter voice. So I think I need to take that presenter mentality without going as far as the character. Although the character might be something worth developing. In other news, like if I started doing a news segment, here is one. Okay, so 3 video ideas, and of course the main one, the one that has really driven me home the last few days. I have 2 to 3 times had to explain my understanding of religion. So this one is a huge demand, and it will be the first one I am tackling when I split the streams into a 10-minute and a 5-minute stream. Of course, then both streams will increase by 30 seconds. So I will be increasing the amount of time. I am not sure if that 5-minute stream will be 5 minutes of that secondary stream will be me streaming while I produce content and then produce a video and release it. That may, and I believe is likely at this moment, the methodology I will choose. So I have also been thinking, I got distracted because I wanted to stay focused and I had an idea pop into my head. Uh, what idea was popping into my head? This cannot be a habit of getting distracted to kill time. So I'm going to have to move on. Yes, so streaming every day, every other day. I'm not going to do my cleaning today. The broom is missing. I take it that Jody has taken it with him, so I will find out. There was 2 brooms in this house, and so I'm going to do it the other day. This stream fell onto the day I was doing the cleaning, so if I readjust it again, so they are every other day, the amount of time of habit building will be equalized a little better rather than mostly one day and mostly not the next. I have been working out again, and it is making me feel better. I do enjoy it quite a bit. I was handed a bulletin at church yesterday morning, and I've noticed that they do mass Monday to Thursday in this town. So I will be going to mass Monday to Thursday. All this time, I could have been more public at going to mass. I'm still crunching away at that idea in the back of my head that is missed that I lost. It is an idea that I've been kind of working on. Hmm. Streaming? It had to do with streaming or videos, making videos based on something. Yes. I am being too ambitious, of course, so I'm sure if it's important, it will come up again in my thought, thinking. Perhaps tomorrow when I rewatch this after a sleep. I did not sleep. This I've noticed happens where I get completely flustered and distracted when I have not had sufficient sleep. So the organization of my memories is definitely being affected in that capacity. I oh no, it could be the mold outside. The weather is we had 9 inches of snow and now it is melting. I am allergic to mold, and snow mold, especially when snow is melting, does affect my allergies quite significantly. My allergies have gotten worse over the years. That is a point of fact that is quite interesting. Yes. There is a book I might read today. I might try and read it. I can read fast, and I might have overcommitted myself. It would be a good habit to get into reading books quite often. It is called The Power Elite, and I got it from the Politics Discord server, which is not, so it might not be the best quality content material. It could just be a bunch of demoralizing, the world is ending style content. I will read it nonetheless to be able to communicate with the people who recommended it to me, recommended or asked that I read it. There's a difference. So, and that is an important difference for sure. Present. I don't need to put on the voice to present. So that's a new thing I'm gonna add. So. That's not good. Quit using the word so often. In that transitional fashion at the very least. I'm going to play Minecraft today. I died. I've repeated this on Discord a few times. The way I play Minecraft is I go out until I find a village, and then I set up my base there. I like to have a base that is a village, so I have a house in the village, and then I eventually maybe I even abandon that house. The house is a villager's house, and I just live in the village, and I build up a village. So I lost my village. I died. What I was doing is I was exploring with one bed rather than multiple beds because I did not have a sheep farm up yet. So, so I would while I was out exploring, of course, I'd sleep to get rid of the night, and then I'd break the bed. And what it resulted in was me. I respawned and had no idea where my base was. I had a rough idea, so I started exploring, but I liked it triggered a thought I had. So I went the other way. So basically, I'm playing hardcore, so to speak. Although I'm playing in the same world. Every time I die, I'm going to go and explore until I find a village. And I will be able to, once I reestablish myself again in this new village, if I die, I can't, well, no, if I don't die, I will get further than I was. I wasn't so long into this new village, new base. A lot of the time was spent looking for bees. This new village I found was bees, so I did find a new spot, a new base. I'm starting a new base, although it is quite far from the spawn. So if I die, I'll lose that again. And theoretically, once I get my base big enough, I will be I'll start exploring, and I will find my old base, which will be interesting because well, there's a couple interesting things there. I found a new spot just before I died, so I was going to abandon my base anyway. There's and the way I was taking notes, I have plans there, so I'll be able to pick up again. The big thing is the new base will likely be far superior and more developed than the old base. So this got me thinking about multiplayer server. What you do is you scramble the user's coordinates. So that when they hit F3, they can't tell where they are. When they die, you make the compass point to their respawn, and you don't let them set the respawn at the bed. It's a hardcore multiplayer server. But when you die, you get spawn. Your new respawn is randomly in the world. So your ability to find your base, basically the maybe based on how long you've been alive, if you're further away. So you are in the same world, but you lose your base, making your base derelict. You have to restart simply because you have no idea where you are, and you will be extremely far away from your base. That is so. The point of the multiplayer server is hardcore, so to speak, in that you lose everything, but you still get to play with the same people in the same server. You might be able to find your base, although I'm not so. So again, yeah. The the big thing is how big the server might have to be for that. Like a corpse run, somebody might attempt a corpse run. I'm not sure how they would cheat that if their compass was pointing at the new respawn, like you would scramble coordinates, they'd have no way of finding where they were unless they stole the seed. So I might have to use some custom world points or something, because there is ways to find seed, what somebody's seed is. So they might be able to find their base through that. But the point, the ethos of that is to prevent people reclaiming their base. So if you come across a base somewhere, likely in this style of play in this world, you could have one person die, you get to a base and you assume that person's dead, you take over their base, and then you die and somebody else. You might have several different people congregating in an area. I think it would be interesting. I've told a couple people about this idea on Discord, and they did seem to quite like the idea. Okay, so my religious video, 14 minutes today. Tomorrow, 14:30. The next day will be the day I split tomorrow. The day after next. The next stream will be the one before I split the streams. It'll be the big one. I still haven't had that idea pop into my head of what I was thinking about streaming. It was an idea that felt like a good way to boost productivity. I did when I was in Carameus, I filmed myself cleaning. I've got that footage somewhere. I just didn't put it together. I did film the winery my first time. And I did put that on my Instagram. I sped it up and put on the Instagram us bottling. But Tim did end up. I didn't get enough sleep and I lost all my productivity because I was needed for overtime. And I was needed for the overtime to do the work. It was unfortunate, but it was what it was, right? Yeah, this will work out perfect because either that or I'm adjusting because it's already a plan back in my mind. I'm ahead of the stream. I'm getting, it's very good. This has been a good stream. I'm feeling slightly better. The working out does help when I'm missing sleep. I'm really hoping to get back on sleep. That's the focus. Not being too ambitious. Focus on the sleep. Not being ambitious is I'm taking a step back by intentionally delaying one of the habits, which is resetting how long I have to wait before I add a new habit, essentially, which is good and bad. Good if it works in the long run. Well, have a good one.